Chitrakar, and these are the headlines of the hour. Rising temperature affects daily lives in Sudur Pashchim. Thangari records a maximum temperature of 43 degrees Celsius. 2,645 health equipment at 80 hospitals across 5 provincial levels remain unutilized. 14% of them yet to be installed. Israel's National Security Agency says the ongoing war in Gaza will continue for another 7 months. Says it will destroy the last battalion of Hamas in Rafah. And Olympiacos beat Fiorentina 1-0 to lift the Europa Conference League final. Ayub Al-Kabi scores the only goal of the match. Rise in temperature since past 2 weeks has affected daily lives in Sudur Pashchim province, including Thangari. Daily lives of people have become difficult due to extreme heat. The maximum temperature in Thangari has reached 43 degrees Celsius. Experts have said that people have been experiencing extreme heat as the gap between maximum and minimum temperature of the submetropolis has increased in recent time. This has mainly affected daily wage workers, senior citizens, and school-going children. With the rise in temperature, movement of people in markets has decreased while majority of schools have been closed. Meanwhile, all the schools in Madhesh province's headquarter, Janakpur, have been closed due to rising temperature and heat wave. According to the Meteorological Forecasting Division, temperatures in all the Tarai districts of Madhesh and Sudur Pashchim provinces have crossed 40 degrees. Thangari has recorded the highest temperature of 43.3 degrees Celsius yesterday. Thangari had recorded, in fact, various places of Banke also recorded temperatures above 42 degrees Celsius. Banke's Bhaganpur recorded 42.9 degrees, Nepalganj 42.8 degree, Sikta 42, Baijapur 41 and Khajura recorded 40 degrees Celsius yesterday. Ghorahi in Dang recorded 39.8 degree, while Bhairawa's airport station recorded 40 degrees Celsius. Cooperatives have been found of investing deposits of daily wage workers and those with low income in fixed assets. Most of the 29 cooperatives under the investigative jurisdiction of the Parliamentary Probe Committee have been found of investing in fixed assets. Shivashikhar Multipurpose Cooperatives has been found of investing most of its funds on fixed assets. With 37 branches across the country, the cooperative has invested funds in land and 39 companies, which is illegal. Most of the departmental stores with investment from Shivashikhar are now closed. Instead of paying the loans of the cooperative from the revenue of the stores, the operators of Shivashikhar cooperatives deposited more than 5 billion rupees in foreign countries. Main operator Kedarnath Sharma and his eldest spouse are in police custody. Tulasi Cooperative, with its office in Biratnagar, also belongs to Sharma with his youngest wife, its chairperson, who is at large. A total of 32,612 depositors at the cooperative have filed applications claiming the return of their deposits. Gautam Shri Multipurpose Cooperative was also found of purchasing house, land and hydro equipment. The cooperative has purchased hydro equipments of more than 1 billion rupees from India and China, which is against the law. With loan without collateral, the cooperative has also invested in the real estate sector. 1,551 depositors have demanded the return of 2,840 million rupees from Gautam Shri. Sudhir Bashnit has shouldered the responsibility of Oriental, Kohinoor, Consumer, Pacific and Vegas cooperatives. In a statement given to the cooperatives management committee, Basnet has claimed that these were his cooperatives. A total of 4,735 depositors were swindled from these cooperatives and they have demanded the return of 3,740 million rupees. Basnet has said that more than 15 billion rupees of the cooperative was invested in real estate sector. Kantipur Saving, Laliguras Multipurpose, Pashupati Saving, Luniva Multipurpose Cooperative, among other cooperatives, have also been found of investing in the real estate sector with loan without collateral. Luniva needs to return 90 million rupees and has a bad debt of 150 million rupees. Kantipur Saving has purchased land in Jhapa and Kavre and had issued loans of more than 1 billion rupees to hospitals. Laliguras has also invested in land and agriculture with cow farms in Kavre and Chitwan. Meanwhile, funds from 8 cooperatives linked with Gitendra Babu Rai were invested in companies in illegal manner. Savings of thousands of depositors have been abused from these cooperatives. 53,385 depositors of 20 crisis-ridden cooperatives have demanded the return of their deposits, totaling around 35 billion rupees. In addition to these cooperatives, around 500 others have not been able to return the deposits of their depositors. If we are to include them as well, hundreds of billions of rupees have been abused by cooperatives. In such a situation, it remains to be seen how the Parliamentary Probe Committee formed to investigate the fraud of cooperatives functions, what it produces, and whether the savings of the depositors would even be returned. The Special Parliamentary Committee formed to probe into the cooperatives fraud case is preparing to call Home Minister Rabi Lamichhane for questioning if his involvement comes up during investigation, as he has been linked with Gorkha Media Network. Speaking with Kantipur News, Committee Chair Surya Thapa said the committee will work within the terms of reference agreed upon by major political parties and that the committee will deliver within the set deadline and make recommendations to ensure victims are compensated for their lost savings and actions are taken against faulty operators. Thapa also said investigation would be carried out on the cooperatives that have been linked with Gorkha Media Network. Thapa also added the committee will begin preliminary works as it had already received the list of troubled cooperatives and those that have mishandled depositors' money. He also said the committee will begin full operation once it is provided with the required office space and human resource and once it takes suggestions from legal experts. The 7-member committee was formed on Tuesday. It has 3 months' time to produce a report. A team of members and committee chair Thapa had met with Speaker Devraj Khimire regarding establishing an office and staff management. In our Public Voice segment, we had asked in several provinces what suggestions they have for the parliamentary committee that will probe into the cooperatives fraud case. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
सत्ता शक्ति र कसैको दबाव र प्रेसरमा नभइकन निष्पक्ष रूपमा छानबिन होस्।
ऋणीले ऋण तिरुन्, सहकारीमा बचतकर्ताहरूले चाहिँ आफ्नो बचत राम्रोसँग सुरक्षित छ भन्ने महसुस गर्नु।
जुन सहकारीको सञ्चालकमा बसेर सहकारीलाई अनियमितमा लानेछन् तिनीहरूलाई दुधको दुध पानीको पानी गरी छुट्याउनु पर्छ र असुलबर गर्नुपर्छ।
ऋण खाएकोले पनि तिर्नु पर्यो र अपचलन गरेका जो व्यक्तिहरू छन् अपचलन गरेको चाहिँ निष्पक्ष रूपमा छानबिन गरोस् र चाहिँ सहकारी पीडितहरूलाई चाहिँ राहत मिलोस्।
साँच्चै ठगी गर्नेहरूलाई चाहिँ एउटा कानुनको दायरामा ल्याउन सकोस्,
निष्पक्ष छानबिन होस्।
जुन अहिले भेटिएका यथेष्ट प्रमाणहरू छन् ती प्रमाणको चाहिँ नष्ट नहुने गरी त्यसलाई आधार मानेर त्यसको अनुसन्धान गरेर दोषीमाथि कारबाही होस्।
यो पैसा बिस्तारै पनि भयो भने जसरी पनि यो पायो भने हामीले धेरै सजिलो र राम्रो हुन्छ।
आस्था छँदै छ तर छानबिन हुन्छ कि हुँदैन सरकारप्रति अब
इमानदारीपूर्वक दोषीहरूलाई कारबाही गर्ने काम गर्नुहोस्।
भोलिका दिनमा कसैले पनि आर्थिक रूपमा यसरी सहकारी खोलेर कसैले पनि ठग्ने वातावरण नहोस्।
One of the major problems in the health sector is failure to utilize existing health equipment. Patients suffer at various hospitals due to absence of required equipment, while they remain unused at other hospitals. These health equipment cannot be transferred to other hospitals amid lack of regulation. The government had recently conducted a survey regarding health equipment at various hospitals of 5 provincial level and have identified thousands of health equipment that have not been brought to use. According to the recently published report by the Ministry for Health and Population, 2,645 out of 19,174 health equipment at various hospitals in 5 provincial levels have remained unused. The ministry had conducted the survey at 80 health institutions of Bagmati, Koshi, Madesh, Sudur Pashchim and Gandaki provinces between the Nepali months of Kartik and Fagun this fiscal year. 6% of the total health equipment are in good condition but have not been brought to use. 9% of the equipment have not been repaired, while 14% have not even been installed at hospitals. More than 50% of these equipment were procured and received as grant during the COVID pandemic. However, the government lacks plans for proper use of the equipment. Meanwhile, complaints against irregularities related to procurement of health equipment have piled up at the Commission for the Investigation of Abuse of Authority, CIAA. These expensive health equipment are sent to various districts based on political reach. However, the patients have been unable to reap benefit due to absence of skilled workforce. 4 individuals have died in a vehicular accident near Rata Nangla of Surkhet. The vehicle with passengers on board was headed to Kalikot from Surkhet. 25-year-old Narendra Bista of Khandachakra, Kalikot, who was driving the ill-fated four-wheeler, and a 38-year-old Narikami of Bharta of Subha Kalika 3 have been injured in the accident. Police Inspector of District Traffic Police Office, Surkhet, Rajan Paudel, said that the vehicle had plunged 300 meters below the road section. The accident is said to have occurred at around 4 a.m. earlier today, but police had been informed late. Those injured have been taken to the provincial hospital for treatment. Time now for our segment, Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
Chairperson of Kantipur Media Group, Kailash Siroia, has been released from police custody. He was arrested on 21st of May for publishing news on the involvement of Home Minister Rabi Lamichhane in cooperatives fraud case. Siroia was released by the Lalitpur Police after approval from the Office of District Attorney Thanusha and District Police Office Thanusha. Siroia was remanded in custody 3 times for a total of 9 days, and the Office of the Government Attorney had allowed his release considering the available facts, evidence and the weight of the allegation. During the investigation, it had been asserted that the errors in Siroia's citizenship could be addressed by the administration itself, and there were adequate evidence to impose fines, jail terms or penalties. The decision was announced by Joint Attorney at the Thanusha District Office, Sudeep Dangal. Siroia had been admitted to the hospital on 24th of May while in custody after reporting high blood pressure, fluctuations in his heartbeat and headache. He was then referred to Medicity Hospital in Lalitpur from Janakpur's Kavya Hospital. He was admitted at the coronary care unit at Medicity yesterday. Time now for international update. Israel's National Security Agency has said that the ongoing war in Gaza will continue for another 7 months. In an interview with Israel's Khan public broadcaster, Tazachi Hanegbi, advisor to the National Security Agency, emphasized that the war will not stop immediately, saying that it will take them 7 more months to destroy the military and government capabilities of the Hamas group. His comments came as Israel isolated itself on the world stage 7 months after the attack, while the US and other close allies also expressed outrage at the number of civilian deaths. Hanegbi's statement raises questions about the future of Gaza and what role Israel will play in it. He also said that Israel aims to destroy the last battalion of Hamas in Rafah. Israeli attacks have destroyed the urban landscape of Gaza. The war has displaced most of the population in the region and has also caused humanitarian disasters and widespread starvation. Likewise, the Israeli army claimed to have taken full control of the buffer zone between Egypt and Gaza, the Philadelphia corridor, and intensified its military offensive in Rafah. Israel has once again closed the Egyptian border crossing with Rafah. It is said that after the closure of the checkpoint, children and women there are once again facing difficulties in medical treatment. More than 30 countries condemned Israel's attacks on hospitals in Gaza and demanded more scrutiny of its role in the enclave's health crisis at a World Health Organization meeting yesterday, and some blamed Israel for a growing risk of famine. A group of countries are backing a proposal at the WHO's annual assembly in Geneva that would mandate the UN Health Agency to boost documentation of the catastrophic humanitarian crisis in Gaza and report on starvation amid UN warnings of famine and disease after nearly 8 months of conflict. The motion is supported by over 30 countries, mostly from Africa and the Gulf region, but also Russia, Turkey and China, but even more spoke in favor of it. A vote is expected today. Israel has targeted hospitals in Gaza, completely destroying treatment facilities. This also means a war against the fundamental right to health. Palestine's Ambassador Ibrahim Qureshi urged countries to support the motion. Israel's Ambassador Meirav Elon Shahar blamed Hamas for deliberately putting the safety of patients at risk by using health facilities for military purposes. The latest phase of the conflict this month has seen Israel launch a military operation against Rafah, blocking patient transfers, all but cutting off medical supplies. A person died after ending up in a running aircraft engine at Amsterdam's Schiphol airport. Dutch media had reported on the incident yesterday, while the Dutch military police said in a tweet it was running an investigation. Dutch military police spokesperson said that the investigation has not yet identified who the person was. The spokesperson added that it was too early to say whether this was an incident or a form of suicide. He added that all passengers and crew who will be important witnesses to the investigation had safely left the plane. Schiphol is one of Europe's busiest airports. It made headlines last week when rapper Nicki Minaj was arrested there. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good day.